It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another night of basketball action. Tonight we're on the campus of Ashford High School, and tonight it's the Tigers and the Yellow Jackets of Ashford and Dothan High School. Ashford is perfect on the season with a 10-0 record, and the girls from Coach Fleming and Dothan High are 3-3 on the year. No score for Dothan as they control the tip to their end of the court. So now it's the time for the Lady Yellow Jackets, and Bingham with the ball, number 24. Sends it over to Kara Brook. A turnaround jumper from 44, McGriff misses. And Ashford gets the rebound, number 10. That's Christina Rogers, and she misses. So no points scored on either exchange from either player. Bobby Price along with Mick Kirkland tonight. And we're going to attempt to bring you the play-by-play of this contest. It ought to be a good one, with the Lady Tigers from Dothan and the Lady Jackets from Ashford. So we've got a jump ball. So the possession arrow goes to the Lady Jackets. So she comes down with the ball. That is number 24, Lavina Bigham. We've called her name a few times over the past couple of years. Goes inside to McGriff, and then a pass off to number 10, Rogers. And the basket's good, but I believe it's a little bit late getting it underway.
Yeah, Bobby, you can look for a really good matchup between these two teams. You remember last year when we saw these two teams play, it almost, it was as close of a game as you get. Dothan was up by 4 points, and they made a three, and Ashford came down at the buzzer and hit a three-pointer to give Dothan a 1-point victory. But both teams advanced to the Final Four in the state of Alabama.
Well, and these Lady Jackets on a roll. They're 10-0 on the year, and the Lady Tigers are just 3-3. But they will hustle, no doubt about it. And the Tigers turn it over. Jerica McGriff couldn't do anything with it, and so the Lady Jackets from Ashford will be tossing it in. We have one foul committed thus far in the game. And I was a little bit distracted there. I think it was Ward, 23, with the foul, but we'll double-check that at the half. With about a minute and 50 seconds gone of this first period, it's still scoreless. And Dothan's had 2 opportunities to score, and Ashford's had 1, and we're both scoreless.
And, Bobby, we were talking just a little earlier about both of these teams. Both of these teams are rebuilding this year. It's amazing. Ashford has come out, and they're 10-0, and this is truly a rebuilding season for them. At time, Charmaine Ward did an outstanding job taking it between the defenders, laying it up and in to put Dothan up 2-0.
Driving the baseline and puts it up, misses for number 13, Kara Brooks. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like it's just out of bounds. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Lady Tigers, and Charmaine Ward brings them across midcourt as they start their offensive series this time down. Dothan continuing to work the ball around. In the game is Jessica Williams, number 33, to Ward, 23. Tried to go down to the baseline and was nothing there, so she comes back out to the top of the key. Sends it to Jessica Williams, and then in the corner to Jasmine Cantlope, and back out to Ward again. Williams travels, so another turnover.
Right now, neither team really getting much going offensively, Bobby. They both have had good shots and opportunities, but right now, it's early in the game. They're trying to feel each other out and just trying to establish some type of game plan.
Downing and McGriff comes back in for the Tigers, and we have a turnover. So the Lady Tigers get it as Ashford turns it over. 4.5 minutes left in the first period. It's a 2-0 lead with the Dothan girls over the Ashford girls. Ward to Fleming. To Downing. Puts it up, misses. And Christina Rogers comes up with a rebound. Fast break down, but her pass to Kara Brooks was a little bit long, and it goes out of bounds.
That time Ashford had an excellent opportunity, Bobby, for the fast break. Rogers just overthrew the ball just a little too much. She led a little too much, and it was overhead and out of bounds. So it goes back to the Lady Tigers of Dothan. 2-0, 4:24 left in the first.
All right, the Lady Tigers working the ball around, goes into McGriff, pulls up, jump, shoots, misses, and rebound by the Jackets. Fast break to the basket from 24, Bigham pulls up, tries to go inside to 44, McGriff, and there's a bodies on the floor, and we get a jump ball call.
I tell you, Bobby, excellent hustle that time by both teams. That's what you want to see. Once the ball is down on the floor, you want your players going after the loose ball. And that time, both teams did an excellent job. Possession error was in favor of Dothan, but great effort by both teams.
4:01 left in the first. It's 2-0 Dothan over Ashford. He called a 30-second time. All right, here we go with action resuming. The Dothan Lady Tigers with the ball. Pass is intended for McGriff, but Williams comes up and saves the day for the Lady Tigers as went into traffic. McGriff looks over to the corner to Downing, and sends it to Williams in the corner, and all the way back out to McGriff again. Ward drives the basket, puts it up, shoots. It's a little hard, and a rebound from Williams for the Lady Jackets. Fast break to the basket. And Brooks has to pull it up, and they set it up again.
That time Dothan did a good job.
Williams for the Lady Jackets. Fast break to the basket. And Brooks has to pull it up, and they set it up again.
That time Dothan did a good job recovering on defense, Bobby, because Ashford definitely had the lead out, but they did a good job defensively.
Kara Brooks with the ball. Knocked away by Ward. Cross to Rogers. She shoots and misses. Downing the rebound for the Lady Tigers. It's still 2-0. 2:53 to go in the first. The Tigers on top.
This game has started off not at a slow pace, but a slow scoring pace for both teams. Dothan turned it over to Ashford, and now Ashford's on the attack.
There's a 2-point basket.
That was number 13 for Ashford with the basket. That's Brooks.
So we're knotted up at 2 apiece. It's Brooks and Ward with the only scores thus far in the game. Downing to McGriff, another turnover. Williams, fast breaks to the corner, but 24, Bigham, could not hold on to it.
That time she led a little bit too much again, so it was out of bounds again. Another turnover for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Okay, the inbounds toss from the corner. Carmela Kirkland is in now for Dothan. As Downing drives the basket. Nice layup and a move to the basket for 2.
That time Downing did a good job of using her left hand, keeping the ball away from the defender. She laid it up and in.
Minute 49, it's a 4-2 lead for Dothan. 3-point shot is short, and Rogers comes up with a big rebound. It will not fall for her, but number 44, McGriff, puts it in for 2.
That time the Lady Yellow Jackets did a really good job of keeping that ball alive on the offensive end of the court, and it paid dividends for them.
That was Dashu McGriff, number 44. For the Lady Jackets getting the 2-point basket in to tie this thing up again. So Ward will toss it in for the Lady Tigers. All the way out to number 22's just come in the game, Tally, to Ward. Minute 22. It's knotted up at 4 apiece here in this first period of play. 44 should be drawing the foul on that one.
It's a non-shooting foul, so the Lady Tigers will be taking it out of bounds under their own basket. Just over a minute left in the first. It's 4-4. Dothan and Ashford.
So here's the toss in, looking under the basket, and nothing there. So the Lady Tigers have to throw it out to the top of the key to Tally. Over to Ward in the corner, but shoots, misses. But a big rebound from number 33, Jessica Williams, puts it in for two for Dothan. We're under a minute, and it's 6-4, Dothan over Ashford.
Big play that time by Jessica Williams, putting it back up for the Lady Tigers. And we're going to have a foul called on number 22 of the Tigers. That's Lawana Talley. It's going to be called for the foul.
So at 6-4, 47.4 seconds left in the first period. Dothan on top. All right, back in play here. The first of the 1-and-1 situation for Brooks is up and in, and she misses the second one. So it's a 6-5 score with almost 46 seconds left, and it stays down on the Ashford end of the basket. 3-point shot from Brooks is sort of like an air ball, so Dothan gets it back. Just over 30 seconds, wide open under the basket. Number 33 for Dothan, that is Jessica Williams, picks up her fourth point. We're at 30 seconds.
That time Ward got a good look at Williams down court. She got her the ball. Williams put it up for 2 points for the Lady Tigers. They're up by 3.
And a nice move to the basket from Kara Brooks for 2 more, gives her 5 points, and we're at 15 seconds. Under the basket, wide open, number 21 misses. But Dothan gets the rebound. Turnaround jumper from 33, Jessica Williams. Point number 6. They lead 10-7. And it goes out of bounds with 0.3 of a second left as they tried a long pass to Jerica McGriff. To Kara Brooks, and she could not quite handle it.
I tell you, Dothan did a really good job. Williams done a good job, Bobby. She's got a couple big baskets here late in the first period for the Lady Tigers.
So that brings us to the end of one. The score is the visiting Dothan High School Lady Tigers 10. The home team, the Ashford Lady Jackets, 7. All right, back in Ashford Gymnasium where the Tigers of Dothan, the Lady Tigers, and the Lady Jackets of Ashford are going at it. And Dothan on the better end of it right now with a 10-7 lead. They're 3-3 on the year mid, and Ashford is 10-0.
So this is a big game for Ashford, and it would be a big win for Dothan. But Ashford want to remain undefeated. They're on their home court, and I tell you what, they come to play.
And we get a whistle. It's going to be out on Ashford as Bigham kicked it. So we have a couple of subs in the game for Dothan. And we resume action. 10-7 is our score for the end of the first period. McGriff pulls up jumper, shoots, misses, and there's 3 black jerseys down to get the rebound mitt, and they couldn't put it in, but number 33 is going to draw a foul.
Dothan did a really good job that time, Bobby, offensively. They were in good position under the basket for rebounds, and they put it up a couple of times, but they weren't able to put it in, but they were fouled in the process.
So DeHeshu McGriff picks up her second for the Ashford Lady Jackets. Williams tries to go inside. There's nothing there. Give it to Dothan's McGriff. She's hemmed up, and we're going to have a backcourt violation, so it'll come out on the side.
So Ashford forces a turnover on Dothan, so they'll be taken over at half court.
Inbounds pass to Christina Rogers, to Kara Brooks, and then she hands it off to Bigham. Those are numbers that we are accustomed to calling as they are returning starters to this year's team. And number 24, Lavina Bigham, throws it away. So it's another turnover on Ashford. So Dothan gets an opportunity.
Neither team doing a really good job of handling the ball and controlling it, Bobby.
I tell you what, Charmaine Ward can she can flat maneuver the ball up and down the court. She handles the ball quite well.
She's a very good point guard, Bobby. This is her second year playing. She's in the 10th grade. She worked her way up from the junior varsity last year up to a starting position on the varsity, and the varsity was able to go to the Final Four in Birmingham. So she got a lot of experience last year playing with a lot of seasoned players. So this year they're looking for her to, kind of be the leader on the team.
So Dothan turns it over. Ashford gets the opportunity back. Almost a steal, but Brooks is able to come up with it. And she's hemmed up in a little bit of a trouble. And McGriff saves the day for him. Trying to work it inside. It's just not there. 33 gets hemmed up as she goes inside. Now McGriff drives the basket, turns around, and she puts it in for 2 points.
Bobby, I don't think there was going to be any stopping on McGriff. She took that ball in, and she was determined to put it up and in for the Lady Jackets. So it's a 10-9 game with 5:42 here in the second.
So Dothan tried to fast break and couldn't do it. So that slows it down, and Ashford will get the ball as Jessica Williams comes out.
Dothan is scoreless here in the second. Ashford has managed to score 2 points. So both teams not really putting up many baskets so far in the game.
Christina Rogers is going to be charged with what they call double dribbling.
Yes, and Rogers is another player for Ashford, Bobby. Last year, I believe she was a 9th grader, and she was a starter, and she had an outstanding season with the Lady Yellow Jackets last year. So they're looking for big things out of her. We have some young people out there that have really stepped up and are doing an outstanding job for both of these coaches.
Well, it's good to see, 12 and 15 kids on the bench for each team trying to learn the game and, help round ball out in this part of the country. 23, Charmaine Ward puts it in for 2. That's 4 points for her in the first half of tonight's game. 5 minutes left. It's 12-9. Dothan over Ashford. So Dothan gets another turnover. This time Downing picks it up and gives it to Ward. To McGriff for 2.
That was a nice move that time. Ward hit McGriff in stride as she moved toward the basket for 2 points.
Nice combination there to put the 2-point basket in as a 14-9 lead with Dothan on top over Ashford. And McGriff is going to be charged with a foul on this one. That'll be Jerica McGriff's first. .422 left in the first half of play as Ashford tosses in. To McGriff. McGriff looks to go inside. Nothing there. Throws it to Rogers. Puts it up. Gets the bounce. And gets her first basket of the night.
That was a good move that time. A good pass from McGriff over to Rogers. Rogers drove it toward the basket and put it up and in.
Nice combination to Jerica McGriff from Charmaine Ward.
I think they found something there, Bobby. They are McGriff is going down the left side of the basket, and Ward is hitting her in stride, and they've hit a couple of big baskets down the road. Blocking foul called on, I believe it's going to be on number 21.
That'll be Kirkland for Dothan. That'll be her first.
And at the line, it's going to be number 10. That's for Ashford is Christina Rogers.
2 points on the night. Basket's up. She wastes no time putting that up and in. Has another coming. It's up. It's good.
2 big free throws by Christina Rogers. She's put up 4 points here.
Oh, wide open.
Great assist that time from Ward over to number 11, Doretha Downing. And I tell you, Ward has made 3 big assists in a row for the Dothan Tigers.
Yes, she has. And Coach Hebert for Ashford. He called a timeout to talk to his girls about it and give them some instructions. It's 18-13 with 3:31 to go in the first half. It's Dothan over Ashford. Okay. We'll try to get another one. All right, play resumes at 3:29 to go in the first half. It's 18-13. Dothan leading these undefeated Ashford Lady Jackets tonight by 5. Some pretty good outside shooting from this squad, Mitt. They do like to go inside, but we've had number 13, Kara Brooks, has sank a couple of baskets from almost three-point land, and she just took another that was not off the mark much.
As Ward again with a good pass, but rebound goes to Ashford. And on the fast break is number 13 for the Lady Jackets. That's Kara Brooks. She was fouled. So it's going to be a non-shooting foul.
Unofficially, Mitt, that's 6 fouls committed by Dothan and only a couple from Ashford.
And they call a blocking foul on number 22.
That's tally again. That's her third.
That could mean trouble for the Lady Tigers. So we're not in a bonus. So it's going to be the Lady Jackets.
So that foul puts it into the 1-and-1. Everybody's trying to get the bonus signal in to the officials, and they finally get it. So Rogers will come to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1.
She's perfect so far from the line. It's 3 in a row for Rogers.
So 22, Tally takes a break as number 12, Maya Williams, comes in. All right, this one's in play. This is the bonus. It's up. Don't have to worry about it being in play. She sinks it anyway.
Rogers with 4 big free throws in a row for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Just over 2.5 minutes left in the first half. The Tigers of Dothan leading by 3, 18-15.
McGriff getting hemmed up in the corner, but she gets it out to Downing. And Downing shoots a three-pointer, misses. Rebounded by the Jackets. Bigham takes it all the way down the court. And number 13, Brooks, was wide open under the basket, but
and they lose it out of bounds, and it goes to the Lady Tigers.
So Lavina Bigham tries to hold on a little bit too much and turns it over. So Dothan trying to come back in to shorten that lead. They're trailing by 3. Minute 47 to go in the half.
Dothan's doing a really good job, Bobby, of passing the ball in close.
That's 8 points for her.
Jessica Williams with her 8th point of the game, 20-15. The Tigers leading the Yellow Jackets. 1.5 minutes left in the first half.
McGriff muscles it up. It wouldn't fall for her. And it's going to go off of the Jackets. So Dothan will get it as they lead it by 5, 20-15. Minute 15 to go in the first half of play. Ward almost loses, but able to pick it up again. And then it hits off her foot and goes out of bounds. Turnover. Ashford ball.
That time Ward tried to do just a little too much, Bobby. She tried to create some things and lost the handle on the ball.
Brooks, coast to coast.
Good move. That was a good move that time by Brooks. She took it right to the Lady Tigers, put it up and in. It's a 3-point game, 20-17.
McGriff. Oh, shit, that drive to the basket's been open for her all
Bobby,
night.
this left side of the court, they are really using that left side of the lane.
So Dothan able to come down with a big rebound. McGriff for the Lady Tigers gets it, but as she turns it over, as she hits a damp spot on the floor, and they're going to get a foul as 33 goes to the floor hard. That's Griggs.
I think it was on number 13, Bobby, I believe it was, the foul.
Jerica McGriff. So Griggs misses the first one. .22 comes in the game for Ashford, and that is Tamara Williams. As Brooks sits down with 7 points in the first half. Griggs makes the second.
It's a 4-point Dothan lead. They tried to force it in that time and turn it over, but they almost come up with the steal and traveling. That time, number 25 for Ashford, Jones, took one too many steps, and she turns it back over to the Tigers with under 10 seconds left in the half.
Tashay Jones turns it over. So Ward gets it. Oh, and she fired wide open to Jessica Williams onto the basket. That would have been an easy two, but it went out of bounds. Under 5 seconds to go. Ward pulls up, shoots off the mark. And we come to the end of the period. Dothan's going to go into the locker room leading this one by a score of 22-18. Mitt, what do you think about the first half of tonight's game so far?
First half was exciting, Bobby. Neither team really explosive, but they started to settle down a little bit as the game progressed, and saw a couple of players start stepping up and making some plays. Now, talking on the Dothan end of the court, you got to talk about their ball movement, and you've got to credit the point guard, Charmaine Ward, for getting the ball in the player's hand, and she did an outstanding job. Dothan did a good job of moving the ball and breaking toward the basket and being hit in stride for the easy layups, and they got a lot of their points on layups. On the other end, Ashford's done a really good job, and you got to credit number 10 for Ashford. That's Christina Rogers. She's done a really good job, along with Kara Brooks has 6 points, and Daisha McGriff also did an outstanding job for Ashford. So both teams have kind of settled down, and they've done a good job of moving the ball and put some points on the board.
All right, we're at halftime. It's 22-18. It's Dothan leading Ashford. Welcome back to Ashford Gymnasium, where the Lady Tigers and the Lady Jackets are tangling up here. And we got ourselves an old-fashioned barn burn. It's a 4-point lead for Dothan, 22-18.
And Bobby, I don't see it being any other way between these two teams. Every time they play each other, it doesn't matter what year, it's going to be a competitive game.
So Ashford moves down onto, I guess, the east side of the court. And takes a shot, misses. And what they did a little differently this time is they came up with a rebound. Dothan was really controlling the boards, so Ashford gets a couple of shots but cannot convert. And they're still down by 4.
I think what you're going to see this half for Ashford, they're going to try to take the ball inside and use their size advantage over Dothan.
Charmaine Ward with the ball to McGriff in the corner. All the way out to Downing. Downing, a little bit too high to Williams under the basket. So it's a turnover for Dothan. So we're in the early going, just about 1 minute gone of this third period of play. 22-18 is our total.
We'll see if Ashford try to get it inside this time, Bobby, and they get it in, exactly what I was saying, and it was successful for them. That was number 44, McGriff, with 2.
Nice turnaround jumper to put that one in. So it's a 22-20 score with Dothan still on top. Inside to Williams. and it will not fall for. Ashford comes up with the rebound. Fast break. Oh, a great block by number 12, but then she followed through and hit her. So Dismuke going to be
no, it wasn't a foul, Bobby. It was a.
It was.
Yes, it was a foul. Yeah.
Maya Williams with the foul. So Kara Brooks will come to the line. She's 1 for 2 with a total of 7 points in the game. Up, it's short. 1 for 3 with 7. Has another shot coming. This is Kara Brooks. And her second shot is good.
Dothan led by as many as 5 points in the first half. They're up by only 1 point. They're scoreless here in the second half. Ashford has come out and scored 3 unanswered points.
So Coach Fleming's team's trying to put together a little rally here to get things knotted back up. It's knocked away by Rogers. So Dothan gets to keep it on their end of the basket.
That time Dothan tried to force the ball inside, and Ashford did a really good job of defending it.
So they get the inbounds pass. McGriff looks. 23 Ward jumper is no good. And a push on the back. Charge to number 10 Rogers, I believe. No, it's number 11. So it'll be 11 for Dothan. Downing. .554. Brooks. Trying to go inside. And she's going to be hit with a 5-second violation.
That time Dothan did a good job defensively that time, Bobby, putting pressure on the player with the ball and force a 5-second call. So they'll get the ball and they'll have to try and do something with it. They're scoreless here in the second half.
All right, Dothan on the attack with Ward looking to go inside to number 12. A jumper misses, but Ashford gets it, tries to fast break it. Ward intercepts and alertly pulls back. And number 12 for Dothan, Williams, puts it in for 2.
That time Dothan did a good job of spreading the ball around, Bobby, not taking the first shot. They passed it a couple of times so they found a player open and they scored the basket.
So Ward sends it over to Brooks. Brooks drives the basket, nothing doing to McGriff. And owes to Rogers. Oh. And both those girls paid.
Dearly.
Dearly. Christina Rogers gets to come to the line. But Williams has to fight it off.
Yeah, that's Rogers is 100% from the line tonight. She's 4 of 4. Well, she's 4 of 5 now. Anytime you say something like that, Bobby, it's like you jinx them. Just like they were saying the Tampa Bay game, it was unbelievable. They had not scored in the history of the franchise. They had not had a kickoff return for a touchdown.
So go ahead, man.
No, I was just going to say, and they had one yesterday. That's pretty unbelievable that in the history of a franchise never having a kickoff return for a touchdown.
That's going to be McGriff's third foul for Ashford. So Dothan will take the inbounds toss. Ward with the ball, looking to drive toward the baseline. To Williams, and she overshoots. And Ashford comes up with a rebound. Charmaine Ward gets it, then off her foot, and then Rogers drives to the basket.
I tell you what, Rogers is she's challenging them inside, Bobby. She's going to take it to him, and she's going to try to beat him at the foul line. She's a very aggressive player, and she's a good player for this Ashford team.
So Darlene Culver picks up her first foul.
After missing last 2 in a row, Rogers had hit 4 free throws in a row, and She missed 2, and she made the first, and so with timeout on the court, the score.
All right, we took a 30-second timeout to talk things over with Coach Fleming as Christina Rogers made the front end of her, made the first of her 2 free throws. So she has another coming. She has made 4, missed 2, and now made another, and a total of 7 points tonight.
And 5 of them coming from the free throw line.
Right.
And that's what you want. You want to be a good free throw shooter because it can make a big difference down the stretch in a game when it's close.
It's up, and it's short. And Dothan comes up with it. So it's just a 2-point lead for Dothan as they can tie it up if they can put one in.
They've had a couple of opportunities, Bobby, and they just haven't been able to complete them.
I thought Jessica Williams was going to put it in, but the ball got away from her, and she stepped on the line, so another turnover as Ashford comes back in with a 2-point lead. McGriff under the basket. She's going to draw a foul this time. So the big gal will come to the line. I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. I'm big. But,
we all are, Bobby.
We don't call ladies big gals,
no.
but she's healthy.
She's healthy.
Okay.
She's a good ball player, too.
Yeah.
She is.
It's up. Nothing but net.
So that's a 1-point Dothan lead. If she makes this one, she can tie the score. And she does. So right now, Ashford's on a 6-2 run. Dothan has managed to score only 2 points, and we're over halfway through the 3rd period.
McGriff takes it, and she puts it in. Jerica McGriff.
That was a big basket for the Lady Tigers because they have been struggling here. They've had some good shots under the basket, but they haven't been able to make them.
A steal. Charmaine gets the, but it's stolen. Oh, Hannah Griggs forgot her presence for a moment and walked. So, stops the clock, 26-24, 3:05 to go in the 3rd. It's Dothan with a 2-point lead, trying to add to it on this offensive series.
They try to force it inside, Bobby, and they turn it over, and that's Rogers comes up with the steal.
Bigham with the ball. Number 24, Culver, coast to coast, pulls up alertly as Charmaine comes out to set up their play.
That was a smart move that time, Bobby. She was about to lose control of the ball. She decided not to try to do anything but get it out to Ward, and they settled down and then turn it over right through the hands of number 24 of Dothan. That's Culver.
Right, here's the toss in from the out-of-bounds ball. 2:21 left in the 3rd. Dothan with a 26-24 lead. Ashford on the attack. Rogers to number 33, Griggs. That's a good big basket for her. And that makes the score tie once again, and Dothan turns it over.
That time, Griggs did a good job of driving, taking a couple of steps toward the basket, pulling up for a short jumper to tie the score at 26 apiece, 1:55 left in the 3rd period.
So this has been an exciting period for Ashford as they've been able to overcome their 4-point deficit, and it's tied up right now. And Ashford turns it over.
With 1:37 left, the score is Dothan 26, Ashford 26.
All right, the inbound pass comes in to Dothan. Charmaine Ward takes it across midcourt. 1:30 left in the 3rd. It's knotted at 26 apiece. We'll see who wants it more with this remaining 1:22 in the third.
Ashford trying to remain undefeated. Dothan's trying to get above 500.
McGriff tried to come in with a good assist. And then Dothan gets lucky. Ashford travels under the basket, and the ball will stay under there into the court. 1:11 remains. As LaWanna Talley comes in for Dothan. To Williams. To 13, then to Ward, who looks, puts it up, hits there.
Charmaine Ward with a big basket. Dothan needed that one. It puts them back on top, 28-26 with under a minute left.
Kara Brooks with the ball, looks, shoots, misses. McGriff gets the rebound, puts it up, misses. She gets her other rebound and puts it up and puts it in.
McGriff showed her size and strength that
shots.
time, Bobby. She really used it, and she put it up, made the basket to tie the score again with 40 seconds left at 28.
So Dothan looking to work their magic. McGriff shoots. It's there. Jerica McGriff goes into double digits.
That was a good-looking jumper that time by Jerica McGriff to put the Tigers back up by 2.
And number 11 is going to be charged with a foul. That's Downing. That'll be her second.
It's non-shooting foul, 18.4 seconds left in the third. Dothan on top by 2. Ashford with the ball.
To Rogers. Shoots. Misses. And it goes out on Rogers. So Dothan will have 10 seconds to see what they can do about extending their 2-point lead, 30-28.
They're going to try to go for one shot. Ward has it. She's probably going to try to pull up and take a shot. No, she passes it, and it's stripped away, and time runs out.
So that brings us down to the end of 3. It's 30-28. It's still Dothan over Ashford. All right, we've got 8 minutes left in this contest. We knew it was going to be a barn burner from the get-go, and it's lived up to its prelude, Mitt. 30-28, Dothan with a slim 2-point lead.
And Ashford outscored Dothan that period by 10-8. So they were able to cut 2 points off that 4-point halftime deficit.
Charmaine looks, works her offense. Downing and Ward looking and deciding what to do. Downing tries to go inside. Nothing there. To Ward at the top. Back over to Downing, who shoots. It's a long, and we're going to get an offensive foul.
I believe it's going to be
33.
Number 33. She was over the back that time. She was trying to get the rebound, and she was over the back of one of Ashford players. So it's going to be Ashford's. It's going to be 1-1.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6. 7.
So
yeah, that's the 7th foul.
At the line is number 44 for Ashford. That's McGriff, who has 10 points.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2 from the line as well. Misses. Traveling is the call. Turnover, Ashford.
Ashford missed the scoring opportunity that time. Now Dothan's got the ball back, and we'll see what they can do with it.
All right, 7-11. Clock's running. 30-28 is the point total.
And that's
Dothan
left in the game, Bobby.
Yeah. McGriff shoots, misses, and a big rebound by number 33, Griggs, for the Jackets. They were trying to tie it up. Inside. Foul's going to be called on Downing, I believe. Yep. So Downing commits her third. At the line will be number 33, Hannah Griggs, 1 for 2 with a field goal, total of 3 points. Griggs looks up, off the mark. Dothan, we get a jump ball.
And Ashford maintains possession. Possession error in favor of the Lady Jackets. So good hustle that time by the Lady Jackets.
13, Brooks takes her shot, misses, and we have a foul.
They're going to call it over the back. I believe it's going to be called on number 44, McGriff. So it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball.
Unofficially, that's her 4th.
Ashford can't afford to lose McGriff. She's such an important factor of this Ashford team.
McGriff takes it inside, looks to the basket, to Williams. Comes back out alertly, almost a 3-second violation, but is able to step it back out. Tries to go inside, Big McGriff gets it, and a fight for the ball. Ward and Bigham, and Ward wins that battle, and she got away with one there, Mitch.
It looked like she stepped on the line. She did. But you got to get Bobby. That was an outstanding hustle by Ward, getting back on defense, stealing the ball, controlling it, and taking it down.
No doubt, no doubt. 6:09, 30-28.
No score so far in the fourth. Score was 30-28 at the end of 3.
So we've got 2 minutes gone of the fourth. So Ashford's going to have to come out to Dothan.
Ashford's done a good job of denying Dothan those layups, Bobby, here in the second half.
As Williams tried to put it up, McGriff muscled it away from her and saved the 2-point basket. Rogers to Bigham. Bigham to Rogers. 33 takes a turnaround jumper, misses, goes after it. It's a battle in the corner. And it goes to Dothan. They were late making that a call, Mitt, and that just drives the coach crazy.
And it didn't set too well with the fans either. 3 minutes gone here in the.
McGriff comes up with it. And still loose.
Dothan comes up with it.
And a basket's foul.
Big basket by number 13, Jerica McGriff, for the Lady Tigers.
Griggs. So Coach Herbert wants to talk over things on this one, on that call, I'm telling you. 32-28 is our total. 4:54 left, and Dothan will be at the line when we come back. All right, here's our situation. 4:54 remaining, 32-28 to score. Dothan has just sank a basket by number 13, Jerica McGriff. She drew a foul, and she is about to try to make a three-point play out of this one.
And this is the first foul attempt for the Tigers in the entire game, Bobby.
And McGriff makes it good, so it's a 33-28 lead, back to 5.
That was a big three-point play that time by the Lady Tigers, by McGriff. That time Ash was called for traveling.
All right, Dothan brings the ball in quickly across midcourt. 4:40 and counting. Ward to Downing. Downing, left hand. Inside to Williams, it's good.
Another outstanding assist from Ward to Williams.
You can't set those plays up any more prettier than that, Mitt.
Right now, Dothan's on a 5-0 run. Ashford's got to do a better job, Bobby. They're not handling the ball very well. They just got to settle down. There's plenty of time left in this game. Just over 4 minutes left. And, just settle down and try to work back into the game.
So Rogers turned that one over. So Ashford gets a shot at back. McGriff looks under the basket. McGriff is able to come in and save the day for the Jackets once again as Kara Brooks looks to drive the baseline but pulls up and is able to get the loose ball.
Blocket foul call. I tell you what, McGriff does, not McGriff, but Rogers does a good job of body control, Bobby. She get a lot of blocking fouls called on the defenders because she has good body control.
Shots up, misses. 33 gets a rebound for Ashford, misses, knocks it out of bounds.
That time Ashford had an excellent scoring opportunity, Bobby, and blew it. At this point in the game, you got to make those type shots. They're trailing now by 7 points.
Biggest lead of the night.
Biggest lead of the game. You're exactly right. Dothan led by 5 earlier in the game by a score of 18 to
Tally
13.
to the basket, misses. Foul's got to be called on McGriff, and that may be your number 5.
Ashford trying to remain undefeated, and Dothan trying to move above 500. Right now they are 3-3. And Ashford's 10-0.
So at the line, number 22 puts it up, shoots. Oh,
boy, she got the roll. I believe somebody had sneezed or something for that one to fall in, Bobby. It rolled to the front of the rim and rolled back in.
Makes them both. 2
big free throws that time.
By Tally.
By Tally, yes, it was. So Dothan's up, biggest lead of the game, 9 points, 37-28. Ashford is scoreless here in the 4th. Good save that time. The ball looked like it was going to be out of bounds off of Dothan, and I didn't get the number of the player, but they did an outstanding job of keeping that ball alive, getting it back in, and they were able to get the ball over to number 13. That's Jessica McGriff for the basket.
So it falls for Jessica. She's fouled by.
Well, I don't know if they gave it a basket, Bobby.
They did. And an air ball.
What? No, they. Now they did. It's 39-28. Yeah. It's an 11-point game. She missed that free throw by a mile.
Under 3 minutes. Ashford letting it slip away. McGriff turns it over.
Right now, Bobby, they just need to settle down. They're still within striking distance in this game. You know, you're only talking 3 3-pointers, you know, and you're right back in it.
Pass comes in to Tally, then to Ward, to Downing. Back to Ward.
You'll see Dothan try to run some time off the clock. That time they tried to force that shot. Coach was a little upset because he wanted them to run some more time off the clock.
2.5 minutes.
And Ashford has turned it over a number of times in a row, and that time, whoo, you had 2 Dothan players going for the ball. That was Ward and number 13, McGriff, going for the ball, and
She slid up under the table in the hallway out there.
Wow, I'm glad she didn't hurt herself. It looked like she was about to bump her head on that cement wall.
All right, 2:17. Foul on Ward. That's our second. That's our second.
Ashford's in 1-1, and they will be for the remainder of the game. 2:15 left. They're trailing by 11. These are two big free throws here. She makes the first one, making it a 10-point game.
All right, she's 3 for 5 with 9 points. Misses the second one. Dothan gets the rebound. To McGriff, to Ward. So McGriff doesn't waste any time.
McGriff she's had an outstanding game, Bobby. She has come out this second half, and she's made a couple of real big baskets. Dothan back up by 11. Well, matter of fact, 12. Biggest lead of the game, 41-29.
So Downing fouls.
Ashford will be going to the line.
Looks like there's a bit of discussion going on. So number 11 will come out of the game. That was her 5th foul. Number 12 is coming in, Maya Williams, who has 2. Downing finishes the night with 4 points, but she played some great defense.
This is a big game for both teams, Bobby. Ashford wants to remain undefeated, and this would be a big moral victory for the Lady Tigers. You know, they've been struggling this year, and this could be a big confidence builder.
So coming into the game is Davy Valmuth for, excuse me, that was wrong 25. Jones comes in for Ashford.
2 big free throws. Ashford's going to try to force something. Rogers comes up with the big steal, puts it up and in. Timeout.
1:32.
8 points.
41-33. It's Dothan over Ashford.
That was a big play. She shouldn't have been handling the ball.
Okay, what we had was an inbound pass from Dothan, and it was tipped by Dothan. And
Ward's down on the floor. I think they were expecting a foul on that one, Bobby.
And Ward looked like she had the wind knocked out of her momentarily. And we're going to take a little time here to talk things over just a bit. And they're going to take another full timeout. And it's going to be charged against Dothan. And
yeah, I think Coach Fleming's a little upset about that call, Bobby, because she was knocked down pretty hard, you know, and he you know, thought it should have been a foul call, but
yeah,
you know, in a case like that, it can go either way.
Oh yeah. So the situation is 1:30 left. Dothan is leading by 41-33. Ashford needs all kinds of turnovers. They need to score every shot they make, and they need to play great defense when they don't have the ball.
And right now, Bobby, you know, if you talk about an advantage, Ashford has kind of an advantage with Ward, you know, being hurt, and she's Dothan's ball handler. You know, she can run some time off the clock, and so they're going to try to take advantage of the injury that she received.
So she'll have to stay out just a little bit. It looks like she is okay, but since she was injured and came, well, I believe she's going to come back in.
Well, they call a timeout, so
okay,
she can go back in the game.
Good deal.
So it's going to be Ashford's ball.
So Rogers will be tossing in for the Jackets.
Still a lot of time left, 1.5 minutes. 8-point lead for the Lady Tigers.
Bigham shoots, misses. Dothan gets the rebound. It's McGriff, coast to coast. And she's going to be fouled by number 13, Kara Brooks.
I think Coach Fleming would have rather for her to just pull it back out, Bobby, and run some time off the clock. But she thought she had a clear path to the basket. And it should be a shooting foul there. It looked like she was in.
There's not near enough fouls.
Oh, okay, it's at 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, the fouls are there. They just haven't gone to the line but one time tonight. Well, twice
7
now.
Yeah. So at the line will be number 13 for Dothan.
These are big free throws for McGriff.
She misses. Big McGriff gets in there and bits the rebound.
That time Ashford tried to do too much, Bobby, throwing the ball the length of the court and overthrew it, and it goes back to Dothan. In a case like that, you kind of settle down. You don't want to rush things.
I guess that was just a warning.
Think sideline warning.
Yeah.
Think she may have. You can't cross the out of bounds lines. You can.
Dothan gets the inbounds toss, a minute and 11. Foul's got to be charged against Rogers.
So Dothan should be at the line for the remainder of the game, Bobby. They are up by 8.
Jessica Williams will be at the free throw line, shooting front end of a 1-and-1. 41-33, a minute 3 left. And Williams misses. So Brooks brings it, shoots for 3, in and out. And Dothan gets the rebound. Ward's got it in her hands. And we have a foul. It's got to be called on number 13, Brooks.
I think they call it, well, it's 1-and-1. 45 seconds left.
41-33. It's been this way for a few minutes.
Ward's at the line. The last time these two teams met, Ward hit 2 big free throws, Bobby, which was a difference in the game. That time she missed.
All right, she misses. Ward gets the ball. It's out to Bigham. Shoots. Misses. Ward gets the rebound. And a foul's going to be called on number 24, Bigham. 2-shot foul.
Bobby, you know, if you look at the difference in this game, third quarter, it's been a tough quarter for Ashford. They've only scored 5 points, and Dothan has come out and scored 11 points.
She makes that one. Total of 7. 42-33. She's got another shot coming. This is number 23, Charmaine Ward, and it's nothing but net.
2 big free throws. Dothan on top by 10, 43-33. 20 seconds left.
3-point shot.
Count it. Big 3-pointer. We saw that happen last time, Bobby. You know, Ward made a couple free throws to put Dothan up by 4, and Ashford came right back down and hit a 3. And if Dothan hadn't made those 2 free throws, if they hadn't been up by 4, Ashford would have tied the score at the buzzer.
It's 43-56 with 15 seconds left. Dothan leading Ashford
by 7. Couple of threes and a 1.
We're on a break. We don't get to go back. I couldn't tell if we had paused 3 times or not. So I would. Not much time left as Dothan gets set to toss this in. It's going to be a long throw in to number 12, Williams. She gets it, and a steal. McGriff shoots. It's good.
And 38, blocking foul, 38-45. Like I said, it ain't over till it's over. 2.5 seconds left. And, Ashford was down by 11 points. And they've cut that lead down to just 5.
So Ward with 2 for 3 from the line gets an opportunity to shoot a couple more. Up. And misses. This one will be in play. 2.5 seconds left. 43-38, Dothan lead. 44-38. And that's going to bring us to the end of it. What a great game. Final score, Dothan wins it by a score of 44-38 over the Ashford Lady Jackets.